Hello everyone, welcome back to the video. Today in this video, I'm going to do an album review, and I know it's been a while since anyone's uploaded a video really, but today we're going to be doing Orange by the MonaLisa twins. Now, I know I've reviewed their debut album about 2 years ago, and I have asked for this for about 4 years now, since it came out really, 4 or 5 years, and I finally got it, so great. This came out on the 29th of September 2017, 5 years after the debut came out. It took another 5 years to release another album, which is called Why, which is actually really good. This one though, Orange, is my personal favourite out of the three, because on the debut it's very obviously like started writing and all that. This one's a lot more mature, but a lot more, it's just good. I just prefer the songs on this to, because obviously in Why it goes off into more like mature stuff. The writing matures quite a lot, but yeah, it's pretty cool because I didn't know, but it actually got signed as well. Can't beat a bit of signing. And I'm so sorry, I've got a bad cold. And on the inside, it's cool because it's got the lyrics to it and all that. And then it's coloured vinyl as well, and everyone is unique, as it's got like a different whatever with it. But yeah, we'll start off with the opening, which is just The Future, which I think is quite a, it's just a filler really. It's just an introduction to the album. It's alright. It's nothing special. I don't know, they copied it off something, and I can't. Oh, it's very similar to the intro to Wish You Were Here, where they have like all the sound effects and all that, which is cool. But you know, then it goes into No More Worries Company, which is a great song. I'd class that as the opener really, and that is a lot more. It's very energetic. The lyrics are good, and their lyrics in general are always, most of the time, are pretty good. There's a few lines in some of the songs which are a bit questionable. I get it because of the new song. But yeah, it's a really good song, and it's very catchy, and it reminds you a bit of Magical Mystery Tour because it's about going places and you don't have to worry and all that stuff. Then after that is Once Upon a Time, which has got John Sebastian in it. Without these two, I would never have got into John Sebastian and therefore The Loving Spoonful, which I adore now. I think they're great, and John Sebastian, of course. And he plays harmonica on Once Upon a Time, which is really cool. Great harmonica player, and they got to meet him as well, which is insane. But it's a good song. It goes on a little bit, but they've got some good solos in it. Then after that is Close to You, my favourite song by them out of all the catalogue. Close to You, just the lyrics are kind of heartbreaking in a way, but they're really good, and it is just a delightful song. Great solo, great harmonies as well throughout the whole thing. This is one of the things that I'm guessing they've got from the Beatles and think Beach Boys and all of that, is that they've learned to do great harmonies, and they can just do it them too. Obviously it's like overdubbing and stuff, I'm guessing so, but it is still amazing how they do that. And it's a real shame because they haven't actually toured or done any like proper live shows in about 2016, so it's been 6-7 years, and you'd kind of expect that if they're releasing a new album that they'd actually tour with it. They didn't with this, they aren't with Why, and it's a real shame because I think now they've got such a big following that they'd actually get a big audience. I mean, they did anyway before, but now they'd get even bigger audiences, and so they should definitely play stuff. I mean, they could play Once Upon a Time, Close to You. They could play quite a lot of these songs off this album. Maybe not on Why, but definitely off the first two. And this one I'd like to hear live. But Close to You, best song on the album by far. Then after that, it's Alright, which is a very short but sweet song, very catchy. Good choruses. Also, I'd like to say Once Upon a Time, the bridge section is very good. But it's alright. It's just short, catchy song. There's not much to say about it. Good chords, good everything really about it. Obviously, it's not outstanding, but it's very listenable, and if it comes on, I'm not going to skip it. It's good. I like it a lot. Then it goes Waiting for the Waiter, which is the last song on side A. Now, Waiting for the Waiter, everyone seems to rave about that one, and like, everyone, I don't know, it was released as a single, and I can see why it was released as a single, but personally, out of all these songs, and if I had to pick a few to release as a single, I wouldn't release that one. Obviously, it's got great slide playing, and a great use of instrumentation, but they're kind of trying to do like a bluesy song, and obviously with like the slide guitar, they're using the appropriate guitar and that for stuff. But I mean, in terms of a blues song, I don't think it's that good of a song that they're trying to make it out to be. It's obviously a good song, but I definitely don't think it should have been a single. And I'd say for me, it's one of my. To be fair, it's probably my least favourite song on the album. It's just, if it comes on, I'm like, alright. But, you know, it's still a good song, but it's just, it doesn't wow me. It's listenable, but it's just not wow. Then after that, it's In It For Love, which is the opener of side 2, which is a great song. At the end, it's got great harmonies, great verses and stuff, and like, I like they do a lot of hand clicks as well, which is quite nice, and that, and the harmonies are good. And in this, I feel like Mona sings more as well, because she sings on, well, definitely one on lead vocals. But yeah, In It For Love is a great song. Then it moves on to Count On Me, which is, reminds me of like Bruno Mars song. Don't know why. I think it's just the title. But it's a nice song. At first it's very nice, but after, if you keep listening to it over and over again, it can get boring quickly. But it is a nice song, so you've obviously just got to pace yourself. Don't listen to it too much, in a nice way, of course. But I feel like I'm putting this album down more than I actually really enjoy this album. It's just, there's some songs on this that are so good that when the song isn't as good as the other ones, it's easier to criticise it in a way. Than I don't know how, but I definitely do like all the songs quite a lot. Count On Me, some interesting lyrics in it, some questionable ones, but I just like it all on this. It's a very nice ballad kind of, you call it, Count On Me, but sometimes if it comes on I will skip it, but it's still great. Then you've got Sweet Lorraine with, I'm guessing, Mona on lead vocals. I think so anyway. Great song, brilliant song. Very kind of sad in a way, because it's about her trying to get with, or the protagonist trying to get with a boy or whatever, or it's like a story. It's a story song, and it's great, really. Great songs. And then it's got great horn section as well. I don't know if they actually got people in to do horns or if it's done on like a keyboard or synth, but it is great, and they've got great backing vocals as well, because it talks about like a children's choir singing. Then in the background they kind of mimic children, like a children's choir, which is very cool, as in like I forgot what the word is, but when the song references something, and so therefore they try to mimic the sound, which is great. Then after that, it's That's Life, which was released as a single in like 2015, I think. Great song, obviously. It was a single for this, I'm guessing. Just an amazing song. Ever since I heard it, I've always liked it. Never gets boring. That's Life. Great song. Honestly, that is, I mean, afterwards I'll say which is my favourite songs, or like top 3 or whatever. But it's a great song. Definitely listen to that one if you want to get into the MonaLisa twins, as it's a very all-round song, like anyone can enjoy it or anything like that. Then after that, it's Club 27, which is obviously about the famous rock stars or musicians that died at 27. So it references like Jimi Hendrix. Oh, well, you've got Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, Brian May, Jim Morrison, Amy Winehouse. I don't know if Jeff Buckley died at 27, I'm not too sure. But it does mention things like... I mean, the lyrics are cool, but in some ways a little bit cheesy, because it mentions like On the Stairway to Heaven and Purple Haze, like Jimi Hendrix. I don't know why it mentions Stairway to Heaven, because obviously none of them died at 27. Or the only one that did die was like, he was 32, I think. John Bonham. Pretty sure he died at 32. I'm not sure. I should probably know that out of everything, but Club 27 is a very good song. Good solo at the end. Maybe I think they should have turned the distortion up a little bit more, but it's still very good. I mean, the end solo is just, it's very good, but like I said, turn up distortion a little bit more with the gain. It's a great song. And then the final song is Still a Friend of Mine, which is a great piano ballad. It's got strings in it as well, which on the music video I think it has someone actually playing it. Don't know if that's with the studio, but I'm guessing so. Quite sad actually. It is quite sad, but it's a nice way to end the album. So it is. It's very nice. The music video is good as well. And a lot of the music video, because they've done it for Once Upon a Time, I think. That's Life, obviously. Wait for the Waiter and Still a Friend of Mine. All great. Pretty good music videos. And but I kind of want them to do what they did with the first album, where they did a music video for every single one, then release it on a DVD, because I would actually buy that. It was pretty cool. I've still got the first one, to be fair. But yeah, my favourite songs on this are definitely No More Worries Company, Close to You, In It for Love, Sweet Lorraine, and That's Life. All at least an 8.5 out of 10 or above. Close to You, I'd say, is like 9.5, almost 10, pretty much 10. But I would definitely listen to this album, and the fact I've been waiting for this on vinyl for ages, but they should definitely release the debut and Y on vinyl. I don't know if they have done it for Y, but I've got Y on CD. I've obviously listened to it on vinyl, not vinyl, sorry, on Spotify, but I'm going to listen to it again on CD, and if they don't release a vinyl copy of Y, then I'll do a review of the CD, because I've obviously got this on CD, but I'd wait to do a review of the vinyl just because it's cool, isn't it? So overall, I'll give this album an 8.5 out of 10, because it is very good, very catchy. Listen to it twice within, because I've got a lot of albums, so obviously I listen to an album, but I've got so many that I'm not going to listen to the same album twice, like as consecutively close to each other or whatever, but with this one I have. So obviously just goes to show that it's a good album. But yeah, don't forget to leave your thoughts and views down in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.